Sup Shredders, my name is Logan, aka Spiderhands, and welcome to SB Interviews, where today we'll be chatting to an act named Or Golan. And if we switch over to here for the 29th SB Interviews, feel free to introduce yourself.
Hello. My name is Or Golan, and I am a musician from Israel who doing electronic music around this world. Yeah.
Yay! Because I can see on your wall behind you, you have I Am Greedy, which is one of your songs, and it has 70,000 streams.
A lot of different pictures from my international career, and that is great. That's it, great.
But where did it all start for you? When did you start to do music?
I think that I had something inside of me that in the age of 18 knew that I have something special, and that is keeping going. And I think music in life, and just not just music and art people and singers, songwriters, musician. I don't know. There are some things inside of us that we are wanting to experience this world in some of a different way from you guys, and that is great for us. I know.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Because, like, what are your inspirations for your music?
Britney Spears, she is a amazing performer and a singer who done something quite tremendous in this world, because she is one of some ladies is that her dream was really unstoppable for her.
Yeah, no, because Britney Spears had a bit of a crazy time with what happened with the conservatorship and stuff. But do you have like a favorite song from Britney Spears?
Recently, there is an effect on TikTok, which you you will get your favorite song for your life, and my song was a circus. So yeah, I am the circus.
That's awesome. Because yeah, it's great to hear someone talk nicely about, a musician like Britney Spears, how do you think what you've heard from musicians like Britney Spears has influenced how you make your music?
I think that every musician or singer has a different way in this world, because as every person is different. We 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 are not the same. Music is not always being an something that other people can really be recognized with it. But for me, music is totally my life. So I really grateful for what I have.
Yeah, which is fantastic, and you've definitely earned it. Like, did you learn how to do music through like school, or did you have other people that you learned from with like private tuition, or?
Fun fact: I never learned it. I never learned musical notes, musical I don't theory. I don't know this, because every song that I did, and I don't know how I did it. God is giving me an amazing gift, which is the whole melody comes from me. He is a melody for itself, and I really don't know how I did it, but this is my talent from God, and Thank you.
That's actually incredible because I have listened through a fair bit of your material, including tracks like "I Am Greedy" and because I've looked through a bit of your Spotify. You've released actually quite a few tracks, haven't you?
I have almost 200 songs in my career, and that was insane. For that, I done this in 1 year and a half. Every song, every day is another song, and that is totally incredible for a creator in this life.
It genuinely is. Like honestly, like for you to not have just had a day where you're like, I don't want to do this. For you to do it every day. How did you decide to make music every day? Is it just inspiration that comes to you, or do you have to have sort of a regimen you do every day?
I think that from now, I will tell it to the world. Every musician, every singer needs to need something to have exit for him. You must to marketing yourself in this world, and you must take a boom. You must you have to make it. You have to do the next thing. You you must be yourself. Music from now, the music world is so tough. Music career is the most hardest thing in this world, and to be in some like a name, you must to be the boom boom. You must it. This is
Yeah.
your life.
Yeah, absolutely. Because this is your one chance to do it. You're on this earth, and if you've got talent for music, why not make the most of it? And like you've mentioned how you get inspiration for your music. Are there types of things that you like to make your songs about though, like things in your life, or is it just whatever comes?
Whatever it will come, it will be great because this is your life. Hold on tight, and this is your dream. Go for it. Make it shine, honey, because this is your life.
Have you made music with anyone else, or are you predominantly a solo artist?
I'm always a solo people because I really don't know how, but my energy is based on what I have, and if you will be a different person in this life, you will know what is the feeling to be on your own.
Yeah, because I suppose for you, as someone who does make music every day, having to rely on someone else to also commit to that might not necessarily be a benefit, you know?
It's not a benefit. It's more like your power is that big. You must to encourage yourself to do a big thing in this world.
Absolutely. I mean, like, what? How do I say this? Because you've had what personal struggles have you had to overcome in your time as a musician, like on your journey?
That's right. That's right. I am a stuttering person for almost 21 years, and that is hard every day. A lot of doors are closed for me because I am a stuttering person. In Israel, the people doesn't know how to accept me be, because I am a different person from them. So yeah.
But see, like listening to your music and the way that you make it and what you've released, I wouldn't know because you're just so prolific with the stuff that you do. And even talking to you now, your attitude is phenomenal. honestly, I feel like in order to have a shot in the industry, you've got to kind of be someone like you who has that charisma, but also has that desire for success. You know?
Someone has taught me some story. I know 3 months ago. I think before we will ever born for this world, our soul all chooses as our body, our benefits, and my soul all I think knew what she will do in this world, and her destiny was so big because as my career built from you, you 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 go from 0 to 100 in this way, and that is a great experience for me. I don't know.
Yo, I mean, it sounds like your life is pretty much 100% at the moment because I've also heard that you've been getting quite a bit of radio play and stuff like that recently.
Non-stop radio plays from all over the world, non-stop of radio interviews, of magazines, charts, Times Square, and that is an amazing opportunity for me to do this.
Yeah, I mean, like, how do you because you talked about the importance of marketing before. How do you even set that stuff up in the first place?
I think that if an artist wants to make an exit in his life, he must to know how can he market himself in this world. You must to know yourself really hard because as there are no friends in this world. Your greatest love in this world is to love yourself first, and you must know it. You must do it. This is your life, honey.
Yeah, I mean, like, how are you supposed to be the best you can be if you can't even accept yourself? So, have you always had this, like, really awesome sense of self confidence, or did it take a while to, like, get to a point where you were happy with yourself as a musician, if not in general?
I think that every person is really combined a different story to his life. If an person or an artist uh, is not accepting music, not really do some things in for him. So, or what is your life really about? Fuck everyone. Do what you love to do because as this is your destiny. This is your who you are, and here I am.
Exactly. There you are. Exactly. You talked about the hardships you've experienced with people accepting who you are. And so I completely understand why you've got the sort of the fuck everyone else mentality because it's like, why should I have to deal with that? You know? Why should I have to deal with that? Um, because that's an important part of being in the music industry. You have to be able to rationalize, especially with feedback. Like, what's the feedback been like to your music?
I don't really listen to the feedback because when you are listening to your feedback all over and over, you will become a diva, but and your way is and no way, no way for me, no way.
Yeah, because like it's tricky with negative feedback. Obviously, especially on the internet, people can be really mean. Like if the music isn't good, People can be mean. But then also, positive feedback isn't necessarily great either, because some people will say it's good, but not explain why, or they might not feel that they can be honest. Have there been some lessons that you've learned over the time that you've been making music? Like things you've been, oh, I can do this and this is really good.
I think that if you are a musician, you need to never sign with record labels, because in my case, they stolen from me all my money for
Oh,
one year, and I they 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 left me with nothing, and this is really hard for me. This is really hard for me because I did it a lot of money in this world, because my music has reached to up to 70 countries and did so much big things, and I left with this way.
hey, I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that you had that experience.
This is the life, honey. Hold on tight.
Is that even legal? Are they allowed to do that?
It's not legal. It, the police closed the case for me because they think that I'm telling them bullshit, because they even don't believe me, because as I'm not recognized here in Israel. So this is my life, honey.
Do you think that you would start up your own independent label so that you could release your own music through your own means?
SUM, which is like SCAP or BMI, they done an stinky way to take all my money that I will ever make in
What?
in in this world, because my career here is constantly making hits and making records. I constantly making money. I have this opportunity to make money every day, from my music, and they just stolen from me, and that's it. That's it, honey.
So you can't go under a different name or anything like that? Can you not go under
I
a different name?
So, my way to collecting money in this world has been closed for me for my whole life.
So what do you do?
I really don't know. I really don't know. But what I have left in this world is the fame. I constantly making myself a new opportunities to get a interviews or the magazines, TV appearance every day. I will make it because this is my way to stay.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, this is your thing. You've got to do what you can to get by, right? I mean, that's unbelievable to me that would be the situation you're in, especially because you're making this music and music makes you so happy.
I think that every person has a destiny in this world, and this is was my destiny. Is not always was on my side, but this is my lesson to my life.
I'm really sorry to hear that, dude. Like, I can't imagine that. That's a cautionary tale for people, man. Like because even online, you'll have people that contact you online and they'll be like, "Yo, give me the rights to your music and we'll make you huge." People who don't even own their own record labels, they're just trying to get you to sign contracts for stuff. Like,
You will have to find a great lawyers in this world, because you are you are a zero, instead of them. They are so huge in this is a industry that us is nothing. We are just making money from them.
Can you like, because obviously people are doing stuff through like video, audio, visual stuff, right? Could you get around it by making a video and putting your music to that?
No, no, not really, because no one will ever believe me here in Israel. In Israel, my name is not familiar at all. My they are not accept me here in Israel.
Do you think you'd? I know this is sounding really intense. Would you ever move? Would you ever move to like another part of the world to be able to kind of get away from this?
If this will be a lifesaver for me, so yeah.
I've just never come across it before. Like, I've talked to a lot of musicians over the last couple of years, and there have been some really bad situations that people have got themselves into, right? It's so brutal, dude. Like,
Someone who can really go high and to be in level of pain like me, I think that is way of thinking for other people. This is the you can only tell about yourself. And if someone doesn't believe you, then what is your really life about?
true. Yeah. I mean, like, you're talking to me about this right now, and just because of how jaded I am with the music industry, it wouldn't surprise me if there was a record label pulling this kind of stuff. It wouldn't surprise me because the music record labels aren't great. They aren't great. Internationally. If you were to somehow get away from the situation, and if you were to be able to be in a position where you could just start fresh, what would you do?
I think that life has given to me a lot of different tools to stay living in this world, and this lesson is here on me. I would not be able to really carry on me, and I know that this is my life.
I really hope that somehow it improves. I really hope so because you seem like just a kind, sweet, sensitive human being who just I'm being genuine. You seem like that who just wants to make music. If what you're doing is making people happy, and I really hope you have the opportunity somehow to be able to do it more so in future because you deserve the success, man. I'm not sure what else to say. Like, is there anything else about your music that you'd like to talk about?
Thank you so much. Uh, uh, you and me are in this right now together. I am focusing on what is now. I'm not focusing for what is going to be next. I'm here right now. I'm doing this for my name, for my fame in this world, from my music, from my songs. I really don't know what the future will hold for me. I'm here right now.
That's the best way to approach it. You got a fantastic mindset. I hope that people watch this interview, potentially more so than some of my other ones, because a lot of the time I chat to people who are either, they're all honest, but some of them are in better positions than others. I hope people watch this because I think people can learn a lot from you. The story that you've told, and I really good on. I don't know what else to say.
Shit happens every day. Shit happens every day. You must learn from them. You must to live, to stay in this life forever. I am gonna live forever, honey. This is my phone. This is my name.
Dude, you're so awesome. Like, I suppose to get back to the music briefly, like, is there a favorite song of yours? What's your favorite song that you've made?
It will be always I am greedy. I am greedy was my ticket to this world. I done so many things in this world from I am greedy. And this is the song 1 minute, 31 seconds to blow people's minds. I turn the world on this pinky because it was an overnight success because this melody, if you had like this melody 3 seconds, you will be make an exit in your life because people will remember who you are because this you have one song, you have one hit, and this is you have. This is what you have.
I'm just glad you have a song you feel like that about. You know, some people make massive songs or they release them and they end up disliking them because everyone asks them to play it all the time, you know? Look, Or Golan, it was a fantastic privilege to chat to you today. Before I go, where can people find your music and find out more about what you do?
Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, TuneCode, Facebook Music, Instagram Music, TikTok Music, YouTube Music. I am everywhere, honey. You can always find me. Search me on Google. Or Golan. I'm greedy, and here I am. Bye bye.
You're a champ. Look, thank you very much for your time. Had a lovely time talking to you, and you have a fantastic weekend. All right.
Thank you. Have a nice day, honey. Bye bye, New Zealand.
Best wishes to Israel. All right. Bye bye. And that was effectively my 29th SB interviews with Or Golan. That was a story. I'll be honest, I wasn't prepared for that to hit that hard. I legitimately, blown away by the attitude, the perseverance, the integrity, and the love and passion for music that we heard about today. I don't really know what else to say apart from what was said in there. Just that focus on the present and not getting distracted and not getting overwhelmed by all the bullshit. I love it to pieces. Or Golan is an example to a lot of people, especially those, for two reasons. Or Golan is an example to people for two reasons. The first is that you need to be really, really careful about the contracts that you sign in the industry. But secondly, I think that anybody coming up in the industry will appreciate the determination, the who Or Golan is. I certainly do. Thank you very much for your time with this interview. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do go check out Or Golan's various social medias, as well as his Spotify page. And stay cool and stay safe, and please remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time. As either help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world, and I will catch you in the next review. Spider ends out.